right, for number 2 here, we're looking at our box plot. So remembering how to find data from the box plot. So part A says, what is the median of the data set? Now remember, the median is that bar that shows up in the middle of the box plot. So the bar is this thing right here. That's the median. So if I look, it looks like our median is pretty close to 25. Looks like maybe it's a little bit lower than 25. So I might say that it's about 24, but somewhere around that range, right? So about, that's a little squiggly equal sign, 24, I would say, for the median. But remember, what you're looking for is that bar in the middle of the box plot. That's the median. All right, part B says, what is the range? So remember, the range is the maximum minus the minimum, right? That's range. Okay, so let's do right here. Maybe it'll work better if I type maximum minus minimum, right? So that's what I'm looking for. So if I look for the maximum, remember that that is this top part up here. This is the maximum value. And the minimum is that bottom box down, the bottom bar, excuse me, the very bottom down here. This is the minimum. Hopefully that's something easy to remember from your box plot. So it looks like the maximum is maybe, it's just under 45. So I'd maybe call it 44-ish. So maximum of 44 minus the minimum, which looks to be about 10, right? Maybe it's a little bit under 10, so maybe 9. So 44 minus 9 will be our range. And so 44 minus 9, I would get equals 35. Whoops, I wrote too fast. 35 will be our range. And again, you're just looking for the maximum minus the minimum. And that's something pretty easy to find from our box plot. All right, and then letter C says, true or false, 50% of the data is between 15 and 30 miles per gallon. Now remember, the box in a box plot is what contains the middle 50%, right? This Q1, everything below that is 25%. The Q3, everything above that is 25%. So this is that middle 50%. And I can see that it's from about 30 at the top end and about 15 at the bottom. I know it's kind of close, but I would say the answer to this one would be true, because that box contains 50% of the data. So this is true. Sorry, I should just type it, but we'll get it. Okay. So again, looking at what our table or our box plot is all about, this is about the miles per gallon for all vehicles. So the median, the middle is about 24 miles per gallon. The range, it ranges 35 miles per gallon from the highest to the lowest, right? The highest miles per gallon that in this survey was 44 miles per gallon. The lowest was about 9 miles per gallon. But half of the cars in this survey fell between 15 miles per gallon and 30 miles per gallon.